Morning, boys and girls. Look what you're looking at. Look at all of this mess, huh? Anybody so very long? There we go. Okay, remember me? Probably not. Ignore the logo in the back. Been so long, I've forgotten how to do this. You know, you talk about the big bad sea letter word affecting all of us. But here in New Orleans, we've just gone through our first direct hit of a hurricane since I think Katrina, even though they said it's something in between by the name of Zeta. In case you're wondering, I haven't been able to reach anyone in New Orleans if you call it from outside or even within. A huge, and I mean huge portion of the city and the neighboring parishes are out of power altogether. I would love, we were very fortunate in a very little small segment of town that did not lose power at all. Miracle. We usually lose it on a sunny day when everyone else still has it. So it worked itself in reverse, and karma, God, whoever it is in charge, spared us the ignominy and the inconvenience of things that are going on right now. Over 100 and something thousand people in Orleans alone, and a larger amount in Jefferson Parish have no power, have no cable, have none of the other stuff, convenience. Unbelievably so that the this is the first hurricane in my lifetime, which is very old, whereby the day after the hurricane, when people without power aren't dying, literally almost, of heat. It usually comes in the hot sun. We had a cold front come through, and in fact, a colder front even today, when the temperature in the early morning in New Orleans was like in the low 50s, and it's not going higher than 60s. Warming up a little bit tomorrow, but at the same time, now it's cold, and for those people who have no heat or can't get any heat on, really traumatic because they have a lack of almost all convenience. The line at out this morning was phenomenal. I had to get some hot coffee. Anyway, for those who don't know who I am, it's Bob Bockelman. If anyone is watching, we've been long remiss in broadcasting. Part of it has been my good part is my fault, probably all of it. Not so much the combination of COVID, for some strange reason, not wanting to come on, saying they're too busy. Hoping that means they're too busy trying to get business or something. Like to me, that's what some of our programs are for, is supporting their services and products, even if it doesn't mean an immediate sale or something. The idea being giving them a chance to communicate with the internet locally as well as international for free. The old adage we learned in marketing in college that you got to charge for something. I can't see it at this stage of life requiring it. So there's some people with total disbelief rather do their own things if they have accessibility. So anyway, um, we would love and hope to start programming, broadcasting again. Remember all the controls and all this situation on the five platforms. In fact, there are more platforms if I could get approved. LinkedIn, but what the heck's wrong there? Well, posting on there, we anyway. Don't want to try to five free Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. It's fine as long as we get an audience and get more importantly guests. We are always looking for guests and co-hosts for our varied program. So if you know of anyone or you care to join us, whether just to get your face on the internet, just for one episode or one discussion, that's what this one, this particular daytime program will be again called Rant Review. We're hoping that we can put callers back in. We're having problems and we don't know if those have been resolved because they keep improving supposedly. But when we would have the caller line and a guest on, as well as myself, there would be some audio problem where one couldn't, and I've forgotten who, so who couldn't hear who, but anyway, it was very inconvenient. So we kind of shut that down. But what we might do is just open it up to without a guest, usual fire shows, and just do like a typical talk show. Let you call the number. Hopefully, my bad old eyes have all the problems. Allow me to pick up the call and talk to you through our microphone, your phone, or your internet call, one particular number, local number. Yeah, but we would love to start chitty chatting again. I'm not opposed right now to talking about the current situation locally here because hopefully it's temporary and you are put into your area. That's fine. Whether or not you're getting power because everyone is so anxious. So I don't mind doing that as some type of public service. Um, Not to rant and rave about COVID now, which is, almost but it's something, that we really can't do anything about until maybe a vaccine or maybe who knows when. And of course, I'm not a big political person. I know that's phenomenal fodder for all talk shows, and secondarily sports. It's okay in my life. I don't have to have them. I certainly don't want to feel good and knowledge enough to discuss it with anyone online or whatever. So, taking two of the common talk items out of the lineup or out of the course also reduces our size of audience. We're not so geared that we have to worry about the numbers. The advertising per se. If anyone wants to advertise, we'll be happy to do that. It's not our sole or dependent on financial remuneration for these shows to come on. That's what's so good about it. Take advantage and help us, one, bolster our audience by providing interesting shows. Some people just can't do an hour. Not that they're on the talking most of the time. Usually I do a lot of that to help out. The idea they just don't want to spend an hour doing this, even if it's beneficial. I think we and somebody from Periscope looks like we had off and on. Appreciate whoever you are, a couple of people. I think I have the comment line, chat line open. I don't know on Periscope what you do along those lines. Again, my bad eyes. If they're on here, I will certainly pick it up and answer anything. All. I assume it's open for everyone. Of course, you have to be open with regard to, it's showing all of our platforms are supposedly open. Again, I'm not good at this app. Oh, that's putting the comments that you do, and we'll be glad to do that. So if you do watch us on YouTube, Facebook, our channels, for those who don't aware, Bob Bockelman, The New Deal, and lastly, NOTVIN on New Orleans Talk. Sorry about that. New Orleans Television or TV Internet Work. IN. Network. Any of those, you can come on in Facebook and post a comment or listen to us. For those who are not familiar, if you go check us out on YouTube, you'll see we have 15 different programs. We've been bereft of any guest, and I'm still trying. I gave up for a while because we're doing signs of the virus. We're doing a lot of construction work. Originally it started as construction on the home that needed a lot of repairs on the exterior, and it was impossible to broadcast. Now we're doing a lot of creative stuff, and I'm going to tease you all with it, not today, but if we start getting an audience in my back courtyard, we've been doing creative things. I'm building my pride and joy that's coming up is a tea house made of recycled window sashes or glass. Got some of the walls up. It's not ready to show. We've also I've created a sculpture, carousel type sculpture, which will be interesting in a lot of bright phosphorescent and pastel paints of pipes and columns. Things like that. It may not be hideous. Taken several existing sculptures that I have, some very well known, and done them up in paints. Trying to coordinate the whole yard. Planted finally got a garden going of all white plants along the whole linear backyard, something I've never been able to do. Started last year with it, and some of it is actually working. So I sound very monotonous, I'm sure. And again, I'm going to probably be cutting this short. One, because we've got the wrong background. Two, I have not publicized yet that we are returning to the air. We will do that very soon, as soon as I know I've got the workings down and have the time. I'm still anxiously going outside with the craftsmen who are working on my tea house for me and some of the other areas that we've been, but we're really focused now on that since most of the other sculptures and all that stuff have already go painted and look great to me. So if you've tuned in today, we thank you very much. Uh, Watch on Facebook and the other post. Oh, here we go. Somebody, the oh, how how did you say your last name? My goodness, the real Lady D. What a thank you for. Oh, can I put you up here? Let's see. I don't know if I'm supposed to ask it. Let's see if I can. Did you just? My last name is spelled is pronounced Bockelman. Unfortunately, in the old days, people changed their names. Da 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 da. We have different parts of the family that pronounce it, spell it differently. Our spelling is BOE. That's the hard part. A silent E. CKLMAN. So think of buckle, even though it's not spelled like buckle. Some of our families say Beckelman. They don't have. Some of them have double N because they want to be Dutch only, not Dutch German. So it's Bob Bockelman, Boeckelman. I see we have you up there. Hopefully, you're not objecting to us putting you up there. We do appreciate seeing someone. And as we said, we are going to go back to daily, weekly programming if we can certainly get the guest. We will do the Rant Revue daytime show like now, where we'll be allowing callers to come in and talk about topics of their interest, as long as there's something I can discuss with them. And most of that is, like I say, if it's in those two areas of taboo that I'm not knowledgeable, we will probably shortchange your call, not hang up on you, but ask you to please call back with something else. Again, we would love to use this as a channel for those who are watching to let their fellow New Orleanians, Jefferson Parishonians, etc., know that they're okay if they haven't done so on Facebook or something, and that they're still with or without power, because that's the important. So I'm not sure about you, Miss, or Mrs., whatever the proper term is, but we do appreciate you coming on, listening, and I guess I'll take you off that so you won't be getting aggravated with it. Stay tuned, watch. It's coming up on like 15 minutes, so I don't want to waste too much more of your time. We wanted to see if we can get anybody watching, and we do appreciate our one commenter. So don't hesitate to put comments up there. We will do our best to show them, certainly answer any questions. And again, if you know anyone, go to our YouTube channel, Let me tell you what that is. R space REVUE, named after our production company. The first R stands for most of our shows. Will have that first R completed with a word. Like behind me, that beautiful vase is a rarity for antiques and stuff like that, retail stuff. So if you go to YouTube, R space R review REVUE, not the normal spelling, um, then you can find a listing of all the different shows we've had when we were way back on television for 15 years, restaurants, artists, etc. Most of those are still available. If you've got someone who's interested in coming on and displaying their services or products, just chit chatting for free, we would love to have you because we would love to keep this going. Okay, well, without further ado, again, we do appreciate whether it's a sole person or whatever who's coming on. Watch for us now because hopefully starting in November, which would be next week, we'll try and come on every day. If no one comes on in 15 minutes, then we'll do like today, just sign off but we'll keep doing that till we develop. And we will start advertising. We're back on in Facebook and the other channels, platforms, so that maybe we will be develop an audience and develop some rapport and interest for you. So until such time, I thank you very much. Take care. Have a good weekend. I'm hoping all of us stay safe, as we always say, and those who are without powers get it this weekend. Thank you.